Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have an updated Q&A, so we are going to get straight into it. But if you are not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. What are you doing? Press that bell button so that you guys can get notified every single time I post a new video. The other day I posted on my Instagram if you guys have any questions, and I did receive some, so let's go ahead and answer them. So someone asked, tips on moving out of Hawaii and away from family. I want to, but don't know where to start. I feel like there's a lot of ways I can answer this, but honestly, I feel like you just gotta do it. One, I would say make sure you have money saved up. Make sure you have some type of plan. I feel like the hardest thing about moving away is being away from your family. I would say just like do it. Pick a location where you think you would want to raise your family if when you already have a family. It's a very long process, but I feel like if you prepare yourself before making a big move, that would help a lot more. So one, I would say just do it. Two, when you do it, just make sure you and your partner are on the same page, because it's like new for everybody, you know what I mean? And it's like a change. It's easy to get thrown off. So yeah, that's what I would say. And just lean on each other. Like during this transition, since you are moving away from family, you guys pretty much only have each other to lean on. So just make sure to keep the communication and everything on the same page. Okay, I hope that answered your questions. I feel like moving or changing locations is still kind of new to me. Like I've moved February, so it's been what, February, March, April, May. It's been 3 months, so it's still kind of fresh to me. But I would just say to one, save money. If you know that Hawaii is not a place where you want to grow, two, just get out of there. Find a location where you want to raise your family. Get out of there, book that plane ticket, and start like packing and budgeting and prepping mentally, physically, emotionally, financially for the big move, because we're in the middle of the ocean. So no matter where you're moving out of Hawaii, you're gonna have to make a big move. Also keep your mental in check too, because it is a lot. Like for me, I struggled mentally because it was just, I felt like overwhelmed, and I'm the type of person, like I'm always overstimulated, like literally always overstimulated. So it was just kind of rough. Where do you see yourself in 2 to 5 years? Realistically, I feel like if I keep up with content creating and YouTube, I feel like one day I will be where I want to be. And if I keep the consistency, I feel like I can really grow and take this content creation or content creating to a whole nother level. I just feel like I struggle with consistency, and that's what kind of throws me off. And then sometimes I feel like I get creator blob or whatever. Sometimes you just don't know what to film, because I don't like to do repetitive things, you know. That's why sometimes I struggle with creating content, because one, I'm a stay-at-home mom. There's not much I really do, and I feel like that's boring. But I have to get myself out of that like mindset, because some people just like watching you just to see what you do in your daily life, you know what I mean? But to wrap it up, I honestly see myself, one, creating my brand. When I say my brand, I mean like me as like a staple, my reputation, me as in one. I feel like if I keep up with the consistency and with the creativeness and everything, I could really take this content creating to a whole nother level. I do want to tap into the fashion industry. Ever since I was a young kid, like I've always loved playing dress up, getting ready, like. And one thing that stuck with me is like my dad always told me, like every time you go out, you want to make sure you look good. Like my dad made it clear, like don't be going out looking, you know. And so that kind of just stuck with me. So every time I like go out, I don't even care if I look extra or whatever. Like I just make sure, I don't know, it feels good. I don't know if I'm just a girl or whatever, but I like to get ready. I like to get cute. I like to tap into my fashion sense and kind of explore with my style, I would say. Taking this content creation to a whole nother level, to a whole nother aspect. Two, tapping in with like my fashion sense or the fashion industry. I don't know, I really want to get into it with that, and I feel like whatever I put my mind to, I can definitely make happen. So yeah, that's where I kind of see myself in 2 to 5 years. Also, I feel like in 2 to 5 years, I want to be mentally stable, financially stable. I feel like right now it's so hard because I'm 22, I turned 23 in December, but I feel like in the 20s, it's such a weird age. 20s is just for figuring it out. Like you're literally just figuring life out. But yeah, if I had to choose like what I want to do or what I want to or where I want to be in 2 to 5 years, that's exactly where I see myself. I know I'm destined for greatness because God didn't put that dream on my heart for no reason. Life update, how's Utah? In all honesty, I feel like life has been a roller coaster, and Utah has been doing me really, really well. I feel like it opened or expanded my mindset a lot. Back at home, I was working so hard, but I felt like I couldn't get anywhere because if you've lived in Hawaii or you were born and raised in Hawaii, then you know like it's hard to make it out there, and I just felt stuck. So life right now, I would say, is really, really good. I do have my good and bad days just like everyone else, but we learn to push through it and we learn how to cope with it. I've been learning how to control my emotions because I feel like I'm very, I would say emotional, but not. Like I hate showing emotions, but deep down I'm emotional, if that makes sense. I don't know. But life has been good overall. It's just, again, I'm still learning how to transition this new lifestyle. I want to put Romans in like school. It's just hard because when Ezekiel is working and then I'm trying to like find a job and everything like that so that we both can be working, and then I can like send him off to school. But I feel like the move is just so fresh, we kind of have to get more settled in before we can just do all of that, because it's gonna be hard to balance. So right now I'm just working with what I got, and honestly I'm just so blessed that I'm able to spend my days with Romans, because a lot of moms that work, like when I was working, I missed staying home with him or being able to watch him do some things, you know what I mean? So yeah, but overall I feel like Utah has been good. It's just hard being away from family. Two, it feels like you're just starting your life over again. Like literally you have to find a new job, new friends, new everything. So that's where I've kind of been struggling, because sometimes like back at home I had friends, but over here it's like I don't have. Ew, that sounds so sad. Like I don't have friends. So like I feel like it's kind of hard because one, like, girl, I only can be with my man and my son for so long, and then after it's like we're in each other's faces and it's like we're sick of each other, you know what I mean? Like space in a relationship is healthy, and I just wish that like I had a group of friends so that we could like go do something and I can kind of have like time away, because at the end of the day I'm still like an individual. I'm a mom, yes, before anything, but I'm still an individual and I still need to care for myself just like how I care about everybody else around me, you know? But overall, it's been great. It's been great, honestly, I will say. Okay, baby number 2. Everybody keeps asking me this, and honestly, I don't know. I don't plan on having one soon. I wanted to have my kids back to back just so that they could be close in age. But when reality hit, I was like, wait, hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself. I give props to all moms out there. Single moms, moms in general, because this shit is not for the weak. Like, this shit is not for the weak. And before I have another child, I want to make sure that me and Ezekiel have our own place and own space to raise our family. We got to set our priorities straight before we just bring another life into this world, into this crazy, crazy world. But I do feel bad, especially because like he's the only child up here and he just doesn't have any partner. But then again, we have to be responsible and we can't just make impulsive decisions, especially when you're gonna have this child for a whole lifetime. Like, yeah, no. But whenever God decides to bless me with another bundle of life, then the time will come. As of right now, not anytime soon. I want to get my priorities straight. What's the biggest blessing you've seen since doing the big move away from home? That's like a hard question, because I feel like I've had so much, and it's not even just like physical blessings. I feel like ever since I've moved up here, well, starting from the process of moving up here, I felt, one, my relationship with God has become a lot stronger. I've been spending a lot more time with him and prioritizing him. And I feel like once you make that time for him, he opens up a different side of your mind and like life that you've never thought you would reach. I would say, one, the opportunities Two, I feel like just moving here is a blessing in general. You guys ever heard of the saying of it, like a shark can only grow, what is that? Oh my god, it's gonna bother me. Okay, as I'm sitting here trying to record, I now know what I meant to say. I think the saying is like, if you put a shark in a fish tank, it'll only grow up to like 8 inches because of its environment. So basically, being on a compacted island, I feel like it caps my mindset because you're so used to being in such a small environment, whereas me being up in Utah in the mainland where everything is just much more larger, I can see that there's more out there, so my mindset grows within the environment, if that makes sense. Hopefully you guys get it. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, but just in case. Okay, back to the video. Ever since we moved up here, we've realized that there's so much more out there and you don't have to settle. For example, when I was living back at home, I felt like everything was pretty much survival mode, living paycheck to paycheck. Shit is rough out there, and it just feels like you're so stuck and capped that like I didn't have no motivation up there. Yeah, I would go to work every single damn day, but it's like I felt like I had no motivation within myself. But just being up here, it has opened up like a whole new window and vision for the lifestyle that I want. So yeah, I would say my mindset or changing of my mindset would be a blessing. And then two, being able to like see this road is so, like God's creation is so beautiful. And ever since we've been up here, we have seen so much pretty views, and just being able to experience that, because not a lot of people can move out of Hawaii. So again, just being able or having the opportunity to even make that happen was already a blessing from the start. Being able to just see literally God's creation in all different areas is insane. And like I am just baffled because it's just like, wow. Like if there's one thing I could wish everybody would be able to experience is being able to travel the world, because I feel like traveling the world can open your mind up so much. Like just seeing that there's so much out there to see and explore, it gives you a different drive. Like I don't know what it is, but yeah, I feel like that has also been a big blessing, because me and Ezekiel, ever since we moved here, we found new hobbies, new ways to like bond with each other. But I hope I answered every one of your guys' questions. I hope I answered it well. But I think that's pretty much it. A lot of you guys had like questions on moving. So if you are planning on moving out of Hawaii or away from home, you guys can always message me on Instagram. Like I've had girls message me on Instagram about any tips on moving or whatnot. And honestly, like I am an open book. I am here to give you advice on anything. Anything that I do give advice, it's just from my personal experience and what I've learned. So if you do have any questions on moving away from home, don't be scared to just message me on Instagram or anything, or if you have my number, just go ahead and text me or call me, whatever. But yeah, I'm open to giving you guys any type of moving advice, because I feel like moving is very rough. Like it's a lot, especially when you have your own family. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up my updated Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I hope I answered all of your questions and you've gained something from here. But if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because I am going to be keeping you guys updated on there. Also, if I do plan on doing any YouTube videos, anything that connects to my YouTube will be posted on my Instagram. So in order to keep up with that, go ahead and follow me at Shawnee Steve Eniegas. Everything is pretty much at Shawnee Steve Eniegas, cute and simple. Thank you to everyone who asked me some questions. Again, if you are not, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified every single time I post a new video. But other than that, girls, I will see you in my next one. Bye.